MIA, because I know deep down I'm not okay. Girl, I've been desperate, I need your love. Girl, I've been stressing without your touch. Yo, what it do, YouTube, man? It is your boy, Comment On, and I am back with another reaction video today, man, for all of you. Now, I've been seeing this trending like crazy on Twitter. My nigga Spider-Man versus my nigga Deku. Now, as in my nigga Spider-Man, I don't mean Peter. I mean my actual nigga Spider-Man, Miles Morales. Hey, I just noticed. Who the fuck took a controller battery out of my remote? God. Alright. Anyways. Yeah. So, yeah. Spider-Man versus Deku. To be honest, the only way Spider-Man's winning is because of the comics. That's the only way he's gonna win. Like, if he pulls out some bullshit comic feats type shit. You feel me? Damn, I can't mute this? Damn. Sorry, y'all. But yeah. Spider-Man versus Deku. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Miles Morales versus Izuku Midoriya.
Spider-Man versus Deku.
That's
He's
right.
Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
All right, let's take this from the top again. This is Peter Parker. He was bitten by a radioactive spider, and for who knows how long, he's been the one and only Spider-Man.
A friendly neighbor to all of New York City. In a universe filled...
Spider-Man was created in 1962. So, you do the math. 63 years. 63 years. Give or take.
With super soldiers, hulking green Goliaths, and world-shattering gods, Spider-Man is there to look out for the little guy.
But in a multiverse of infinite possibilities, that doesn't always last forever. Like in Universe 1610, when NYC's Webhead got iced on the job.
The city was left without its protector. But fortunately, Peter wasn't the only one who got bit. Enter Miles Morales, a young teen from Brooklyn just trying to figure out his place in the world. And now, he had it thrust upon him.
The canon event to start all canon events. Now it was Miles' turn to be the hero the Big Apple needed. And he had
Let me see if all this is true. Alright. Real name. Yep. Age. Yeah. Insomniac version 17. Height. Really? I was a little taller. Yes, he's a graffiti artist. He is a herald of the Anasi. He was part of the Ultimates, the Champions, and the Avengers. And I think the Young Avengers, too. Likes. Fire. And Gwen, okay. This nigga down bad for Gwen, bro. This nigga has drawings in her notebooks about Gwen, bro. This nigga... And she took it as an I miss you too. That ain't an I miss you too. That is a I love you too. The fuck? But alright. Dislikes. I mean, no shit canon events. Game spot. Don't forget to add actual spot. Paul. Who does like Paul? Like, who actually sits down and say, yeah, Paul's a goated dude. Like, nigga, hell nah.
usual spider kit to help him out.
This spider carried the Oz formula, a genetics-enhancing serum that granted Miles superhuman strength, speed, and the ability to alter his body's electron attraction to crawl along any surface.
And you can't forget that classic spider sense, an internal warning system that lets Miles know about incoming threats so he can react ahead of time. He even got an upgrade that acts like a radar, letting him see through stuff.
But no spider person is complete without their web shooters.
Let's look at this. Oh yeah, I forgot he had Wakandan web shooters. And a nano mesh vibranium suit. Yeah. Spidey's overrated. Not overrated. Overpowered. Like, he OP as fuck, bro. This version of Spider-Man, at least.
Given to him by Peter's Aunt May, these webs have all sorts of applications between swinging, grabbing, restraining, projectiling, and being made into constructs.
Not having Peter around to show him the ropes made things a lot tougher, though. And between mishaps with wall crawling and web slinging, Miles got off to a rocky start.
Like any typical teenager, he had a lot of self-doubt. Could he keep up in school? What was the right way to talk to girls?
And how could he live up to being Spider-Man when one of the villains he had to face turned out to be his very own uncle? Makes family dinner so awkward. All that trying to kill you stuff.
Fortunately, Miles had a leg up on every other superhero known to man.
Living parents! Better yet, loving parents.
He did have parents. Well, really depends on the adaptation, because in the Insomniac verse, his dad is.
They supported him when things got tough, even if they didn't always see eye to eye. And thanks to them, he learned that the best way to be Spider-Man wasn't to do it like Peter, but to do it his own way.
And it helped that this particular spider had a bit more to its bite than Peter's. Miles has a...
Nah, bro. I feel like y'all underrating Miles just a little bit. Did you not see how he beat a veteran Spider-Woman, I mean. I don't care if she was pregnant. I don't care. This bitch is a veteran. She should know how to beat this nigga. And she had a bike on her, too. Now, that's all I was saying. Yeah, bro. This nigga Spider-Man, bro. He literally was whooping her ass for real, bro. Whooping a lot of niggas' asses for real.
Variety of unique powers, like invisibility and venom.
Not like Tom Hardy, though it is weird to give your main power the same name as one of your bad guys. Come on, Spidey, branding is important.
Miles can harness his own bioelectric energy and weaponize it, which is especially effective against individuals with genetic mutations.
Punching, absorbing, blasting, mega blasting. Hell, he can even make electric constructs out of this stuff, like biowebbing and a damn sword. Jeez, what kind of spider was this?
It's not entirely science fiction.
Oh,
Studies
God.
have shown that certain species of spiders, such as the Linnaeus, have a process known as ballooning. By spinning a thread of their silk, they can use the Earth's natural electric fields to fly, traveling up to hundreds of miles. No pun intended.
Well, whatever kind of bite it was, it gave Miles the edge he needed to find his worth as Spider-Man.
Miles can dodge gunshots, missiles, and lightning bolts. He survived all sorts of beatings, including a building exploding on top of him.
Oh, geez, Spike.
I mean, that's just some casual Spider-Man feats, but yeah, he did do all that.
He could lift buildings and dodge light speed attacks, and Miles is more than a match for him.
Like the time he absorbed the energy of a bomb that was going to vaporize Harlem. A blast that would have equaled 15.
Yeah, this motherfucker was able to absorb a whole explosion that was going to explode a whole city. How is that not powerful?
Million tons of TNT.
He's gotten kudos from a ton of older heroes too, becoming a member of the New Ultimates and the Avengers. He even helped form the Champions, a team of teenage superheroes with the likes of Miss Marvel and Ironheart.
The King of Wakanda himself even suited him up with some Wakandan vibranium.
The same stuff as T'Challa's own suit. This super rare and tough metal can absorb kinetic energy and vibrational impacts.
It helps to regulate Miles's venom powers too, allowing him to better control his electrical output.
The vibranium is thinner to better fit his acrobatic fighting style, but it can still shake off most fatal attacks like they're nothing. This stuff is tough enough that Deadpool's swords have shattered against it.
Though it's not as durable as, say, Captain America's shield, and enough kinetic energy will overload it.
Don't be near it when it does, or you'll end up like the Falcon here when he used his vibranium wings to stop a bomb that was gonna blow up New York City. That's twice now. Does any other city have
Falcon
to deal with
wasn't
this
done
stuff?
after
But
that,
when
but it's all
vibranium
good.
and spider powers still aren't enough, Miles can push his electrical output into overdrive.
Giving him huge boosts in strength and speed, and making him a whole lot zappier. It's your classic shonen power-up, and he knows it too. He's a bit of a weeb, and has a thing for mimicking some favorites.
Despite his
Okay, so Spider-Man likes to watch anime. What's the problem? Don't judge my nigga.
Initial insecurities, Miles has more than managed to live up to his predecessor, no longer standing in the shadow, but side by side.
Literally, his universe got blown up and he was sent to the main 616 timeline, along with his family. And now it's him and Peter as a pair.
Do not bring that Skullgate ass suit into this, bro. Okay. No hate to the Killmonger hairstyle. I never truly hated it. But why every black character, though? Like, Miles did not need to fall victim to this bullshit. You could have just gave him the regular fade. Shit, you could have just gave him regular dreads. If you wanted to give him dreads. You could have just gave him some little twists or some shit. No damn Killmonger cut. But okay.
Of Spider Bros.
He's even become one of the big players of the Spider-Verse, teaming up with all sorts of other spider variants to defend the multiverse.
Shit,
There's anime spider people, robot spider people, dinosaur spider people, spider people, a whole lot of them, each with their own way of getting the job done. Miles even led him into battle against the Inheritors, a bunch of interdimensional vampire assholes.
This is what Stan Lee was proudest of in his favorite superhero. Regardless of who they were, any sort of person could wear the mask and do the right thing. For so long as we stay true to ourselves and help others in our own unique ways, then anyone can be a hero.
Hell yeah.
But what is a hero? To
My
the citizens of
nigga
Japan,
Midoriya,
there was
bro.
no
My
one
Hero
more synonymous with the
Academia, let's
word
go.
than their symbol of peace. All Might.
The big numero uno. With a smile on his face, he could save anyone and win any fight. No.
In my opinion, when it comes to anime, he might be the second best Superman-inspired character. With the first being Goku, obviously. But he's definitely second best, in my opinion.
Matter what.
Or so it seemed. After a battle with his arch-nemesis All For One, All Might was grievously injured. His time as a beacon of hope was coming to an end, and he would need to find someone to pass on the torch.
In this world, most human beings evolved to have their own individual superpowers, or quirks, but not everyone is lucky enough to get one. Like this kid named Izuku Midoriya, or as local bully Bakugo like to call him, the good-for-nothing Deku.
Izuku wanted to save...
Hey, he likes that nickname, so it's okay. Yep. His name's Izuku Midoriya. Oh, he's 24 in the time skip? That makes sense. Dude can't be still 5'6", bro. There's no way he's still 5'6". This nigga Deku's a midget, bro. There's no way he's still 5'6" at 24. There's no way. Okay, yeah, alright. Profession, I mean. He's a teacher. Yeah, he is a part-time hero, isn't he? I just want you to want something to know. He's in the top 10 ranking as a part-time hero. Not even the top 10, the top 5 ranking. He's number 4 in the ranking. And he's a part-time hero. I want y'all to just decipher how huge that is. Alias, one for all. Yeah, one for all hero, Deku. Yep, that's his alias. He does possess 7 quirks. Hold up. Wait. 8. There's one for all. No, I'm right. 7. One for all. One for all. Gear Shift, which is probably the best one. Fajin, which is a pretty solid one. Danger Sense. Black Whip. Smoke Screen. And this nigga can fly. Like, dude. This nigga Deku is a problem. Not to mention his iron suit literally gives him the same possibilities. He's literally up there. In terms of, like... Yeah, bro, I would not fight this nigga. Alongside... Do not forget, this nigga Midoriya is smart as hell. Like, both him and Miles are geniuses, no doubt. But Deku is he's a genius. He's a little smarter. I think he might be much smarter. Katsudan, yeah, he does. Romantic interests. Oh, you know, one of them. It's Ochako Uraraka, bro. It was literally stated in the new volume, bro. It's Ochako Uraraka. Come on, bro.
People just like All Might, but even his idol told him that he would have to give up on his dreams.
Forever the beta male in the shadow of Bakugo and his Sigma quirk, until he got the chance to alpha up and lend his rival a helping hand, proving himself worthy of All Might's torch.
And so after months of training, Izuku was granted All Might's quirk, one for all.
They say he never trained for the power. But for one, let's also not lie. This nigga studies heroes. He studied heroes all his life. He studied heroes' move sets. He studied heroes' abilities. He studied all that shit. And this nigga has also put in 10 months of work just to get one for all. And the nigga can't even control it. Let's yeah, bro. Let's talk about it, bro. Let's talk about the work that this nigga Midoriya did. Like, come on, man.
This power allows him to boost his strength to incredible heights, using it for smashing attacks named after specific US locales, and a soccer club.
Or football, as they call it.
Straight punches, spikes, even finger flicks, One For All is the ultimate in strength-enhancing quirks.
The first time he used it, Izuku destroyed this giant robot in a single blow, on accident. Too bad it wasn't the only thing he destroyed, though. Damn, that looks like it hurt.
He saved a girl, and that girl was his future love interest. So, there's that.
One For All's power was so great that the recoil would shatter Izuku's limbs when he used it. In the hands of an improper vessel, One For All could cause their body to explode, so Izuku would need to continuously train to master it at his Hero Academia.
Say that again.
UA High.
Here he'd be inspired by girly pop Uraraka to turn his zero name into his hero name, becoming the Deku who always does his best.
Something that he
So-
may have taken too far.
When it came to saving people, Do Your Best here had a bad habit of putting others way before himself. Sure, everyone else was okay, but he'd be good for nothing all over again if he got himself paralyzed.
So to cut down on his hospital bill, he developed full cowling. Instead of using his quirk in short bursts, he would continuously spread the energy across his body at low percentages, using it for acrobatics inspired by Bakugo's
Yeah, bro. I don't think y'all understand how smart that is, bro. He was like the dude put it throughout his whole body, but like he used 100% through his whole body, but divided it into like limbs. He divided that number into like the certain limbs that he's using. So it's like 2 of his arms are getting like 5%, his legs are getting 5%. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
explosive movements.
And with that new thinking came a new fighting style, shoot style. To use a stronger limb that'd be less likely to break, Deku took a page from Nerd Emoji Ida's book and switched to focusing on kicks to pack in more of a punch. Yeah.
And that power would be needed. After a climactic battle with All For One, All Might would be
also has
forced
air
into
gauntlets, by the
retirement,
way, y'all.
just a few months into Deku's training. Now it was his turn to face this demon lord.
But he didn't have to do it alone. Just as All Might had passed One For All onto Deku, it had been passed onto All Might by his master, and onto her by her master. One For All was a power that was built upon for generations.
The quirks of the previous users of One For All manifested in Deku, along with their spirits, or vestiges, to help him in his battle against All For One.
Black Whip gives him energy tendrils to swing around and restrain foes.
I'm sorry, but Spider-Man's not beating that.
They can also brace his arms and manually control his muscles if he can't move.
Float allows him to soar high into the sky. By combining it with controlled blasts of pressurized air, he can effectively fly.
Danger Sense detects incoming threats and unease, letting Deku react in advance, though it's mostly like an alarm bell and doesn't tell him specifics like location or number of threats. Familiar?
Smokescreen lets him, create a smokescreen. But he can use it at full blast to create a bigger smokescreen.
That's swell and all, but the real meat is in Fajin. After building up kinetic energy within his body, Deku can unleash it for bursts of strength and speed.
He's combined it with Black Whip to create the powerful Black Chain binding attack, and can use it in conjunction with full cowling to achieve foe 100%. equaling All Might's full level of power without any recoil.
He once used it to outspeed a bullet shot by Lady Nagant, a former hero turned villain who has a sniper rifle for an arm. I think I'm in love.
Nagant
Nah. Stay away from my boo. That's my boo, Nagant, bro. Mine, nigga. Mine. Mine, nigga. Mine. Mine, nigga. Mine. Let me have it, shorty. And I hold you down. Let me lift that ass up off the ground. Let me get it, bro. Hey, yeah.
bullet once crossed a distance of around 215 kilometers within a fraction of a second.
Yeah. I'll hold you down. I'm what's gonna hold you down. I'm what's gonna hold you down. I'm on my way. I'm the one to be running up in that bad truck this morning up. Won't you lie right now? You're the one who got on me and give me all you want on me. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Damn, that's my baby.
That's 6,700 times faster than sound, and Deku was moving so fast the bullet seemed like it was standing still.
And he can go even faster than that with his final quirk, Gear Shift.
By touching a target, he can control its speed without abiding by the laws of inertia. He can slow down foes to leave them frozen in the air, or move so fast he can punch multiple times in an instant.
Even All For One's own protege Shigaraki couldn't track him, and this is a dude who can catch lightning.
Nigga! Who was fighting that? Who was fighting that?
Laser beams.
It does have a time limit though. After 5 minutes of continuous use, Deku's body will catch up to his speed, suffocating him as his cells become unable to take in oxygen.
Not nearly as bad as One For All was suffocating him though. He's been doing all of this shit in just
bro, this nigga, he really became that nigga, bro. Look at this shit, bro.
10th grade. I hadn't even figured out you can breathe through your nose at that point.
The pressure of having to save his friends, the country, the entire world weighed on Deku. So he left UA to fight this war alone.
But alone was never where Deku fought best. Having come from nothing, his admiration for his peers gave him strength, just as they admired his strength and desire to help others. Even Bakugo came around to him.
So when it came time to finally put that
this
demon lord
nigga
back in hell, his
so many
classmates,
chapters
teachers,
to finally
mom,
apologize,
friends, enemy,
bro.
and everyone else
Fucking
supported
hell,
and cheered him on. Because that was the greatest threat to All For One's reign all along.
Not All Might, not Deku, not even One For All itself. Just people helping each other out. And with their help, Deku defeated All For One once and for all, blowing a hole in this huge storm and parting the skies for a brighter future.
Though he did lose his quirk and have to retire from hero work, getting a regular 9 to 5 as a teacher, passing on his knowledge to the next generation, just like every user of One For All before him.
Some might say he peaked in high school, if not for the sick new armor he eventually got to go back to kicking butt.
Exactly, and he ended up the number 4 hero. Look, y'all, I'm sorry, but like if you're a part-time hero and you're number 4 in the hero rankings, like the top hero rankings, you're number 4. Like you're in the top 5 and you're a part-time hero. Nigga, you're doing a good job. Fuck that. You're doing probably the best job. The fuck? Like, come on, man.
He even made it all the way back near the top of the rankings.
All with the help of his friends. For so long as we keep reaching out our hands to help those in need, everyone can be a hero.
Facts.
Hello, it's me, store-bought Benjamin.
Fuck
I know
off.
what you're asking. Benjamin, what are you wearing?
Dummy thick.
Yes, that's our mechanical menace.
I don't
Mechagoose.
care.
It's
Skip.
time for
Let's
a
go.
death battle!
Let's go. Let's go. Okay, they gave him that suit. That's fair.
Huh?
Okay, Midoriya.
You're more man and less spider than usual.
Whoa, I was looking for you. Care to show me what you can do?
All right, new guy. First lesson, don't watch the mouth. Watch the hands.
Okay.
Mine, Delaware!
Nah, the way you did Delaware smashed that fire. Okay. Damn.
Let's try that one more time.
Oh yeah, you should. I ain't gonna lie, Deku,
Can't
that's
use my
on
full
you.
power here. Gotta take this somewhere else. Gross!
You got skills, man. I like that.
Manchester Smash.
Oh, mierda.
Ooh. Oh nah, you did fire. Okay.
I moved us to an abandoned part of the city so we can go all out!
Black chain.
Because I
Nice.
always do my best!
Damn. Freestyle this with the Delaware. Apologies, y'all. Somebody randomly decided to call me. And it's a number that I did not even know. So that's some bullshit, but we gonna get back into it. Oh shit. Okay. Alright, let's get to it,
I'm
Midoriya.
gonna do my best.
Ooh, gear shit.
I gotta do my own thing.
Oh shit. Hold up. Okay. Oh damn. Nice.
Sarah was
Okay,
right.
Miles.
Your quirk is amazing!
Amazing is my buddy. They call me the ultimate Spider-Man.
His suit has shock absorption.
That's true.
Not nullification. So, it's got a limit.
You see this? You see this? That's how Deku works. He analyzes fights while he's even in the fight. This motherfucker. Yo, dare I say, he's basically just an anime nerd weeb version of Batman. Like, bro is like an autistic version of Batman. Like, I'm gonna be honest, he's like an autistic version of Batman. An autistic, socially awkward version of Batman. Like, let's be honest. Okay, not socially awkward, more like socially inept. That's a better way of saying it.
Go beyond!
Delaware Detroit Smash. See who got the bigger punch. Oh shit. I ain't gonna lie, Spidey, you cooked. Ooh, that's awesome. Oh, but he got up.
Spider-Man. You really are the ultimate.
Wait. Did he die?
Vaya con Dios, Aranya Hoven.
Let's start by talking about their superpowers, which matched up quite evenly. Unsurprising.
Damn, hold up. So, Midoriya barely won this. Well, honestly, Midoriya winning, that doesn't really surprise me. I'm gonna be honest, bro. Spider-Man, look, you good and all, but Midoriya is just a prodigy, bro. Like, he's just a prodigy. So are you, Spider-Man, but it's like, this nigga came from literally nothing and has been analyzing heroes since the ripe old age of, like, 5. Respect to Spider-Man, but his main inspiration was, well, Spider-Man himself. And I guess Black Panther. Oh, Blade. I think I'm right. Yeah, in a few comics he did fuck with Blade. But yeah, those like Midoriya has been analyzing superpowers and fighting ability since he was a child. So it kind of makes sense how Midoriya won, especially because Midoriya just has more fighting styles than Spider-Man. Like, let's be honest.
Given the not-so-subtle inspiration for Deku's quirks, though they did have some edges over the other.
The Spider Sense gave Miles more insight on his surroundings and threats than Danger Sense, which has been worked around before.
This meant Miles' invisibility was harder for Danger Sense to detect when he wasn't attacking, while the Spider Sense's radar system allowed him to find Deku in a smokescreen. But Izuku's other quirks granted him advantages of his own.
Float was a lot more mobile than Webs, and Fa-Jin gave a bigger boost in strength than Venom did. Since both had some advantages and disadvantages, we're gonna call superpowers a tie.
Next up, speed. Scaling to Peter, Miles could dodge light speed attacks, which actually outpaced Izuku moving faster than that sniper bullet. Fortunately for Deku though, that wasn't his best.
Thanks to Gear Shift, Deku could speed himself up to match Miles the same way he did to the light-catching Shigaraki.
Yep.
Even worse for Spidey, one touch from Gear Shift could freeze him in place and make dodging totally impossible.
Yep.
So speed goes to Deku.
As for skill, Deku was incredibly talented at analyzing an opponent's abilities and coming up with strategies on the fly.
Yep.
But Miles' powers and fighting style gave Deku few immediate openings.
Deku may have received more formal training at UA, but he was ultimately only active in hero work for a little under a year.
Meanwhile, Miles has been handling everything from neighborhood crooks to multiverse-ending gods for significantly longer.
It's close, but with his greater experience, skill goes to Miles. And
I don't know. Look, because I get the experience thing, but what's the point if you're just not as good of a fighter? What's the point? Because, like, yes, he is more experienced. And yes, Miles indeed does have skill. But Midoriya has been analyzing these fighting styles since he was a child. And now he's finally utilizing them. And it doesn't take him long. It almost never takes him long to learn these styles and turn them into his own. Look how long it took him to do shoot style. Not long. Look how long it took him to do full cowling. Not long. Like, I'm sorry, but I think the skill goes to Midoriya.
The biggest deciding factor is raw strength.
And that was no contest. Miles absorbing the energy of that bomb was nothing to scoff at, but overwhelming power is what One for All is all about.
When Deku defeated All for One, the energy needed to part those clouds with his punch had a yield of 362 billion tons of TNT. Smashing the bomb Miles absorbed out of the water.
But it wasn't as simple as that. Miles is wearing a vibranium suit after all. So the question wasn't necessarily who was stronger, it was if Miles' suit was tough enough to continuously absorb Deku's blows.
When the Falcon protected New York from that city-destroying blast, it had a yield of 546 megatons. Impressive, but Deku defeating All for One was still over 600 times stronger than vibranium's limit.
And Deku did that with One for All's embers, not the full package.
And remember, the vibranium in Miles' suit was much thinner than what Falcon and Black Panther had, making it unlikely it could absorb as strong of a blast.
It's there to provide more protection, sure, but there was no way it could survive all of what Deku could dish out.
That's true.
In this superpowered battle, it was Izuku's overwhelming speed and immense strength that made him the winning hero.
And the morales of the story is...
the winner is Deku.
Now, okay, that was cool. That was cool. I don't usually react to death battle, so this is a nice little reaction. Now, my honest opinion, I feel like the fight would have lasted shorter, just a little shorter. Simply for the fact that if Deku and Miles were to go hand to hand, I'm not saying Miles would not put paws on Deku. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying Spider-Man would not put paws on Deku. He would indeed put paws on Deku. That being said, Deku would dog the shit out of him in a boxing ring, bro. Like if we're going based off of hand-to-hand combat, who's the better combatant? I'm just saying, man. Midoriya has so many like different fighting styles he could choose from. He even has Bakugo's fighting style that he could choose from. Like, the thing about Midoriya is he's really like tactical and has a lot of battle IQ. That battle IQ comes from just his regular IQ. I mean, with Spider-Man, it's kind of like separate. It's his IQ and his battle IQ. Well, his IQ mostly is for his powers, but not for necessarily hand-to-hand combat. Midoriya is for his powers and his hand-to-hand combat. So it's like, yeah. I feel like the fight would have lasted a little shorter, but honestly, that was really good. That was a really good watch. Like, I think Death Battle usually misses, so this is interesting. But yeah, I liked this. Now that is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you do, you know what I'm saying, make sure to give it a like. And yes, I'll see you laters. Goodbye, my bitch.